Oops. Good morning and back to Adelynde's Adventures in Endwalker, Part 3. This will be Labyrinthos. Hopefully the first part of Thavnir too, but we'll see how things go. We're kind of taking things the leisurely route with her so I can enjoy the journey. When we last left, with my connection problems, we were about to speak to Adelynde, who's giving me a tour up the hill. Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Off we go then. Even if I'm RP walking, I'm going faster than her, which is hilarious. But we really should move along. Yes, please. Please go faster. Please go faster. You're telling a viper to try to keep up. Keep to the path straight ahead. I'm not even sprinting, I'm just moving. Across this bridge. Up here. Her gait is really odd and disturbing. Well, the rostra, not far now. Here we are, through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? It will make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. I did that ages ago. It'll take me a while to check all these, so you go on ahead. I guess I look like a gleaner. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Ah, do not tell me. This is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. I've not been to Labyrinthos in the longest time. Even as a student, my visits were few and far between. You didn't take a wrong turn into the roster there, did you? I doubt the forum would take kindly to you barging into a private session. How did the forum learn in the final days, and exactly how much do they know? More to the point, what do they intend to do about it? Hopefully the answer to at least one of these questions lies below. Welcome to the Hall of Artifice. Should you be looking to descend to the Labyrinthos, the lift here will take you there. Yeah, I just said, yeah. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right, everyone onto the lift and down we go.
どんな時代にも存在したが、この施設の考案者も確実にその口だろう。住めなくなれば別の場所へ、空きもなければ作ってしまえというわけだ。おそらく最初はそれだけのこと、それだけのことがすり替えられた。知識は黙々と積まれていく。まるで抜け出すことのできない迷宮を築くかのように。
It's its own ecosystem.
Hehehe 驚いた？本物みたいな空だけど作り物よ。ここは正真正銘シャーレアン島の地下。感じる風も流れる水も人の力で作り出したものなの。
シャーレアン島は火山島。この空間は大昔の溶岩だまりだったのよ。それを400年ほど前に見つけて、資料や生態サンプルを保管する場所として改築してきた。深部は今なお拡張されていると聞くわ。
ねえ、あれグリーナーの人たちじゃない？
格好からしてそのようだね。彼らは単独行動している印象が強いが、今日は随分集まっているようだ。君たちが予想した通り、いつもとは違った仕事をしているのかもしれないね。
早速手分けして話を聞いてみましょう。今私を呼んだかしら？
No, not me.
気のせい。昇降機で急に下がってきたからかしら。ごめんなさい。お互いに情報収集頑張りましょう。
Let's go. Oh, hey, I can ride my mount here. Dobbin, you want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books, and ore, and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos. You know, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They just did one a few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the next big expansion? Oh, hey. This massive lift is one of several which connects the surface of Old Charlian to the subterranean research and storage complex of Labyrinthos. At the end of its descent, the mechanism opens up onto the hub of Upper Akrynthos, from where passengers or cargo continue onwards towards other facilities. Stola? Nay, I am not shirking my duties. I have not been down here in an age, and wish to get my bearings before I went bumbling about. From what I can see, however, there is not obviously out of place. It seems we shall have to resort to discreet inquiries as usual. I'm on it. Tiv, is it? Let me think. The Rhea seeds should be item 1058, cumin seeds 1059, snurple berry 1060, or were they 1061? Arrgh, my head feels like it's stuffed with moko grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Querthan carrots for the Giribanian carrots? What then? Your exchange with Teve has taught you about large shipments coming in and out of Labyrinthos. Erenville? You here to help or give me more headaches? Because you don't have the look of a gleaner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates, and I have a pack of marmots running loose. The gleaners are exhausted. Those little devils are quick as sin and twice as hard to catch. I suppose I had better start searching. Don't worry, Erenville. I'll help you. Not just because you're hot. Cryle? Any luck, Adelynde? What tales did the gleaners have to tell? There is a lot going on. It's suspicious. So this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right. The Forum is definitely up to something, and they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Cryle appears lost in thought. We would do well to learn more of what, specifically, the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If you're game, Adelynde, I have an idea. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this Gleaner here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. I'm on it. You wish to help me find the marmots? I have nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. Yep, you can count on me. The name is Erenville, friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of these Nangshan marmots is a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking their little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot. Or you. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. Okie dokie. Wait, that's not east. Ha ha ha. Oh no! My chocobo is stabled. Hello? Another one. I helped you. And you ran away. No, I don't want to fight you. No unnecessary murders. Hey, little guy. Get in the sack. Good boy. Oh, okay. Disappointing, but not unexpected. Good things come in threes? Oh, he's up there, isn't he? Hey, little guy. Just hold still. Good boy. I just don't feel like dealing with that. No! Cute little black chocobo. Bill. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 accounted for. Here you go. Ah, there's the odd marmot out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Wait, you said you weren't giving me any rewards. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. I gotta be subtle. What will you do with the marmots now? That's for the Forum to decide. They are the guiding authority behind Labyrinthos, after all, and this job was but one small part of this great inventory of theirs. Suitable for consumption and easy to breed, those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the Forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are, Adelynde. Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who was looking for lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I'm Kryl of the Students of Baltesian. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the Forum's decisions of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent into Labyrinthos. We hoped that by seeing those decisions put into action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls, other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? Oh, well, you know, the forum's behind it, but aside from that, not really. So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We also discovered that when the operation was begun, the forum contacted the Gleaners' guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Telephoroi made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that with such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telephoroi's declaration was what set it all in motion? It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archaeon? From there we can reach the lower... Cryle, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly, but a sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it, then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archaeon. We follow the path east, through the forest where you were chasing after that mouse, or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. Yes, I've noticed that. Right on. I'm going to put my motorcycle, thank you, on my bar. Okay, yeah, that's nowhere near me. Cryle? Don't worry about me. I'm hale and healthy. In fact, I'm beginning to suspect that... Nay, let's discuss this later. The investigation demands our undivided attention. Were you caught in mist on your way here? The sprayers keep the air humid, so the habitat feels as close as possible to a natural forest. This is the foremost material archive in Charlayan. I should love to explore its treasures shelf by shelf, but I fear we have little time for such indulgences. Behold, the Archaeon. As Nomenon serves as Charlayan's literary archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. This building, you see, is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archaeon contains a physical history of Charlayan's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Cool. Alphinaud gazing at the Archaeon with an appraising look. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. And let me wipe my drippy nose. Water, water everywhere. Up to my knees. Isn't this music familiar? In the market for something on the rarer side, got a whole village's worth of surplus from the Archaeon, some of which can even be yours for some bicolor gemstones. Cool, I have some. Greetings. We are here to peruse the Archaon's vaults. Peruse? You're clearly not gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation? We belong to the students of Baltesian, but is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then. I suppose we'd better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? That service has also been suspended, I'm afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it will be too late, and we were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for the moment, shall we? You're saying all of this in front of a Charlayan dude. Students of Baltesian. Yeah, no, he's reporting that straight to Fortunal. My people have loose lips. Cryle? Labyrinthos is constructed in the shape of a mortar. This upper layer is called the outer circuit, and the medial circuit lies one tier below us. If they're going to close off facilities, then they ought to announce it. The students must be furious. The Forum must be wary of exposure indeed, to so heavily restrict the use of public institutions. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. 'Tis likely that the other people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. And I'm the strong back, am I? Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the Archaon, even though we found... Actually, we have no idea what it is that we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. But it was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Oddest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archaon is open again. Concern... What's that? Take you down the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a cleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is that he's doing. gonna have to kill it. Maybe not. Quiet. You'll frighten it away. Ah, it's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close. Very close. You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green, and its cry is a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with this sleeping dart. Understood. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Make sure to hit the right one.
手伝いありがとうよ。あいつを保護してから上がるから、その辺で待っててくれ。
ここにいたのね。何か有力な情報はあった？さっきのクリーナーと再会してホーンビルをねえ。外で捕まえた生き物を運んでくるのはわかるけど、ラビリンソスの中で捕まえてどうするのかしら。
何？珍しいことでもないさ。観察を終えたり、ここでの育成が難しかった動植物は運び出されることがあるんだよ。野生に返す以上、条件は厳しいけどな。それを丁重に故郷へお届けするのも俺らグリーナーの仕事ってわけさ。ただまあ今回に関しては運ぶ先が違う。頼まれてるのは下への移送だからな。
ラビリンソスの仮想には哲学者議会に指名された研究者のみが立ち入れる区画がある。他国に決して明かせない先端技術や禁忌魔法を研究しているとも噂されているけれど、私たち賢人ですら真実を伺い知ることはできない。そこで働く研究員たちを専用の施設に住まわせ、町に出さないくらいの徹底ぶりだもの。
そんな場所になぜホーンビルを？研究に必要なのだろうか。さて、依頼主の哲学者議会からは 説明がなかったもんでね。ただ俺や仲間に渡されてる内外から下へ運ぶ対象のリストを見ると、最先端の研究のためって感じじゃないな。どちらかといえば南方大陸に乗り込む準備とでも言われた方がしっくりくる。
どういうこと？
運び込むように指示されてるのは、安定した食料供給を見込めそうな動植物、それに比較的変化に強い種や過酷な環境への耐性があるもの、土壌や水質の改善に用いられるやつらもだな。
確かに、まるでどこかに入植しようとしてるみたいね。
もっとも根拠のない憶測だけどな。グリーナーが触れてるのは思惑のほんの一角だろうさ。俺らはただ運んだものが正しく知識として残されることを願うだけだ。ものであれ、命であれな。ってことで俺はもう行く。大した礼もできなくて悪いな。
ねえ、物は相談なのだけれど、私たち下の階層に降りられなくて困ってるの。あなたが下へ動物たちを収めに行くなら、同行者として連れて行ってもらえないかしら。
いや、悪いがそれは難しいな。動物たちは揃い次第リフトで送ることになってる。その後俺も報告のために降りはするが、そこに至って荷物持ちだと紹介するわけにもいかないだろ
う。ごもっともね、忘れてちょうだい。
おたくら、腕と足腰に自信はあるか？もしそうなら降りる方法がないわけじゃない。この道の先に第33期拡張行動がある。ラビリンソスを拡張すると同時に鉱物資源を得るための場所さ。安全は確保されてないが、そこを通ればミディアルサーキットまでは降りられるはずだ。
I think we'll do just fine with it.
それは私も初耳よ。貴重な情報助かるわ。
どういたしまして。だが行くのは自己責任だぞ。難しいと思ったらやめておけよ。それじゃあな。
それじゃ。
ここで行かないって選択肢はないわよね。ともかく行動の様子を見てみましょう。
If we must. I don't think there's any either currents left close by, but I will take a quick look. Yeah, there's only 4. I never would have noticed this cave on my own. Thank the scholar that Arenville knew of it, and that you were there to persuade him to share. The medial circuit, which Arenville mentioned, is the tier directly below us. Unlike the lowest level of the Labyrinthos with its rigid security, one can usually roam the middle layer quite freely. Let us see what we might find. I took a quick peek inside, but it's awfully dark in there. This must be it, the entrance to the mine shaft. 'Tis faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures homed there by the researchers, you think? Well, slavering beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Adelynde seems eager to get underway. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. An adept way of skirting around the fact that getting down the tunnel is no big deal at all. Especially given I'm on a motorcycle. Oh, they left this one. I'll be back! Too powerful for you. That's just a little guy. That mineshaft was infested with mithril caps. Some sort of research project, I wonder. I suppose they are a most unusual creature. Why do they develop such long limbs when all they do is shuffle about narrow tunnels? Adelynde, did you know that Kryle almost took a tumble back there? She can't possibly still be dizzy from the lift. I was being careful, I swear. The slope was steeper than I thought, and I lost my footing for a moment, that's all. I'm not injured, if you don't count my pride. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of consequence, at least, and as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medial circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Arenville's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. That is the B rank. Yeah. Green Archon. No, thank you. Quick return when you don't have return. Squapes! Aha! Now I know where we are. This is Merrill Agronomics. Labyrinthos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it to the Agora, foods so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed. Mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. I see no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. It is possible they know something of the forum's plans and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? I'd say so. See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same or cast about for useful clues. Agronomics. May I help you? Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors, not with use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? I tumbled down a mine shaft. A mine shaft, you say? Well, you're a much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the field, but I'm afraid the forum has its filling order lists a mile long. Massive yet detailed requests, literal wagon loads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation, and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. I agree. Oh, it's not often you meet someone here who so obviously doesn't belong. Can I help you with something? Mariel Agronomics is where the finest agricultural minds gather to research plant specimens from around the realm and the methods by which to cultivate them. The plants grown here are also used to feed the people working in Labyrinthos, straight from our fields to their tables, fresh as fresh can be. Squapes. What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising, given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon which Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Ilsabard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition to a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. It used to be called Corvos, before the Imperials renamed it Locus Aminus. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment, one whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich fountain for countless experiments in cultivation. Now I shall speak with the overwhelmed laborer. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I can carry, and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport. Hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. Gods, hauling the lot up that slope was a job and a half. The stack of crates on the hill is going below. That sounds promising. I'll gather the others and join you there. I'll avoid this stray onion, and the stray Corrigan saw me anyway. The labels on these crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings accompanied by sheaves of reports. And now a miracle.
おや、その花が気になるかね。とても綺麗な花だろう。私たちは人の心を映す花と呼んでいるんだ。うさんくさいと思ってるだろう。だが本当なのさ。今は灰色か。ここで働くみんなの急な命令に対する不安や焦り、そういったものが現れている色なのかもしれないね。そんな風に周囲の人がいい気分なら明るい色に輝くし、苛立ったり落ち込んだりしていると暗い色を帯びるんだよ。その原理はシャーレアンの英知をもってしても未だ解明されていないんだ。他にも未解明な部分は多い。とても長寿な花である反面、繁殖力が低くてね、外ではめったにお目にかかれないんだ。分布図を作ろうにも目撃情報が足りないし、類似した植物もないことから原産地は不明。かろうじてこの花の存在を知っている人々もそれぞれに名前や伝承を与えているものだから、正しい名前があるのかどうかすらわからないんだ。私も植物学者の端くれ、いつかは解明してみたいと思うが、今は荷運びを優先しなくちゃならないらしい。それじゃもう一仕事してくるよ。
何の話をしていたの？
I think I just did.
人の心を映す花ね。聞いたことがないわ。確かにとても珍しいのでしょうね。
それはいいけど、哲学者議会の思惑については結局誰も決定的な情報をつかめてないわけね。
そうなるね。エレンビルが推測していた通り、食料の生産力向上を狙っているかのような動きはあるが、それがどんな意図で行われているかまでは現場に知らされていないといった風だ。
議員を問い詰められたら早いのに。
Yeah, good luck with that.
あれってアルケイオン保管員の出口よね。今出てきたのエレンビルじゃない？
遠目だが確かに。後で報告のために降りると言っていたからそれだろうか。
彼の依頼主は哲学者議会だとしたら、報告の相手も議員やそれに近しいものではなくて、
まさか彼らの話を盗み聞きするつもりかい？
自己責任で見学させてもらうだけよ。邪魔はしないし、共謀者に仕立て上げるつもりもないわ。気が引けるなら私だけで行ってくるけれど。
いや、父の思惑を知りたいと申し出たのは私自身だ。それが素直に問えば返ってくるものではないとも理解しているよ。
That's true.
まずいこと聞いちゃったら後でちゃんと謝りましょう。今はどんなかけらだって集めた方がいいわ。
Y'all are being a little bit reckless, though.
あなたも手を貸してくれると助かるわ。それからクルル、
そうね、私もその作戦でいいと思うわ。
そうならいいけれど。
エレンビルが動くみたい。追いかけるならそろそろ行かないと。あなたはやっぱりあと少しで拾えそうなのに。
Forgive me, my attention has been elsewhere. We were following Adelynde, weren't we? Let's get after him already. We've waited too long as it is. It feels wrong to spy on Adelynde, helpful as he's been, but what other choice do we have? Is Cryle still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving, too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. Alice is not about to let Adelynde out of her sight. Adelynde was headed westward, along the path outside the Archaon. Come, we can still catch him. Piece of cake. It seems Stola wishes to have a word with us. We've fallen too far behind, and this damn mist won't help matters. I can still hear it. Hold on a moment. I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of the Labyrinthos' climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hop, my little toads. Look. Goodness! You should be asking for consent. Otherwise, it just makes you a witch. Unaccustomed to transfiguration, worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Rude but true. Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. You have changed into a toad! You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. You'll return from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Speak with Y'shtola to restore or prolong the transfiguration. Alright, Alfie. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit! Alfie. Okay. Can people see me like a toad? Do I look like a toad to other people? I love that my crab-nilled crab is just bopping along behind me, doing his best. That very real toad could kill me. Well, I don't have a reduced HP, so I think it would just strip my disguise off. I see it! I see my destination! I also see the A rank in the area. That's terrifying.
では、先ほど送られてきた分に対する報酬は確かに渡した。君の仕事はいつも正確で我々も助かっているよ。矢継ぎ早で済まないが、その腕を見込んで次の仕事も頼まれてはくれないか？
またずいぶん多いな。なあ、最近のこの妙な動きは何だ？グリーナーの仲間も急な依頼に疲れ果ててるぞ。俺らは使い魔じゃない。知識あるシャーレアン人だ。説明くらいはしてほしいもんだがね。
シャーレアンには古より受け継がれてきた重大な使命があるんだ。終末の最悪という言葉が現代によみがえった今こそ、その使命は果たされなければならない。私が語れるのはそれだけだ。ただ遠くないうちに全ては明らかとなり、君たちは正しい行いに加担していたと理解するだろう。
ひとまず仕事は受けたまわったが、納得したわけじゃない。 俺らのボイコットが起きる前に待遇を上げるなり全てとやらを明かすなりしてくれ。
ああ、承知した。では引き続きよろしく頼む。
まあいいけどな。おたくらへの借りはこれで完済ってことで。俺は議会に手放しで賛同してるわけじゃないが、命を運んできた手前信じたいとは思ってる。だからこそ必死になって嗅ぎ回るやつがいてくれた方がいい。全員が同じ船に乗ってたら嵐にあった時下手すりゃ全滅だからな。
ねえ、なんで私たちだって分かったの？
動きを見りゃ一発だ。次までに本物の東堂をよく観察しとくんだな。
Don't try to fool the master. I suppose we should have known a cleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty the forum agent mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Telephoroid's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. Alysae is staring off into the direction Adelynde departed, a thoughtful look on her face. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Stoll and Kryl for the moment, see what they think of this. Y'all, they are preparing for an exodus. It couldn't be plainer. Are probably down here somewhere, so there's no point in looking for them right now. Welcome back. I trust you found Adelynde then. Cooperated with us. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Kryl and then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm. She was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she has decided to wander. Yeah? Trial.
これをあなたに。魔法をかけたから当分枯れないわ。彼女からそうしてほしいと頼まれたの。あなたの旅には必要なものなんですって。それじゃあしばらく彼女に代わるわね。ミンフィリアほどはうまくできる自信がないけど。ありがとう。
驚かせてごめんなさい。大丈夫。この子の体はすぐに返します。第一世界を光の反乱から救えなかったように、私だけで物質界に干渉するのは難しい。先のような現代では言葉を交わせはしても、花に魔法をかけることすら叶わないのです。けれど命の帰る場所、正解のことならば、思うがままとはいきませんが、多少は手が届きます。第一世界で全ての力を託し終えたミンフィリアの魂も救い上げ、今はここ原初の海に。優しいあの子には故郷で穏やかに眠ってほしかったのです。そしてもう一人、そのものに行き着くかどうかはこれからのあなた次第。花を携え歩みなさい。願う場所へ望むままに信じて。それは道しるべであり、あなたを、人を試すもの。暗闇のうちに喜びを探すのです。絶望に目を凝らし、悲しみをかき分け、前へと歩み続けた者だけがその真なる輝きを得る。どうかみんなと結末を照らして。
時間切れみたい。彼女の気配が遠くなっちゃった。心配かけてごめんなさい。実はラビリンソスに降りてきたあたりから誰かの意志が働きかけてくるのを感じていたの。とても弱々しくて、私の超える力でもすぐには拾えなかったんだけど、やっと捉えたらハイデリンだって言うんですもの。事情を聞ければと思って一時的に協力したの。全てを解き明かすには至らなかったけど、花を彼女が道しるべと呼んだものを手に入れることができた。 歩前進としましょう。バカなこと言わないで。私たち何もしてないでしょ。
Done nothing wrong, you say?
漆野様、どうして哲学者議会が。
彼ら私たちをお迎えに来たそうよ。
バルデシオン委員会の臨時代表だな。己の組織を盾にして暁の血命を招き入れたとか。議会はすでに事態を把握している。主要な機関にも警告をしたところ、アルケイオン保管員の職員から連絡を受けた。バルデシオン委員会を名乗る者がラビリンソスに探りを入れようとしているとな。
私たちに悪しき企みはありません。だからこそ暁とは名乗らずとも名を明かして帰国しています。こうして地の都に足を踏み入れたのはただ真実を求めてのこと。議会に介入されるような問題は起こしていないはずだ。
無論死の探求を拒むシャーリャンではない。だが時と場合、そして立場を考えてもらう必要はある。我らは真に賢き者として世が乱れた今こそ緻密な計画のもとに行動している。そこに人心を乱す異分子が紛れ込むのはそれ自体が妨害に当たるのではないか。
私たちをどこへ連れて行く気？船に乗せてエオルゼアに送り返すつもりかしら。
お前たちを議会の緊急査問会にかける。お引き取りを願うかどうかはその結果次第だ。すでに大書院にいたお前たちの仲間も連行させてもらった。
ラハまで？それこそ調べ物をしてただけじゃない。
本を読んでいたのが立ち入りを禁じられている禁書庫でなければな。
He's allowed in there. He's an archon.
行かないとは言えないようね。前向きに哲学者議会と対話できる機会とでも思いましょうか。
沈黙は時として雄弁に勝る。いたずらに査問会を長引かせない方が身のためだ。では我らが議会の開催地哲学者の広場までご同行いただこう。
悪い、不意をつかれた。
どのみち私たちは連行されたでしょうし、こうして合流できただけマシよ。それで禁書庫まで行ったからにはそれなりの成果があったのかしら。
皆の者静粛に。ただいまより緊急の査問会を開催する。本期の議長として私バルニエルが進行を任されよう。では査問会を提案したウルシュの氏から審議すべき問題を改めてご説明いただけるかな。
知っての通り、我々は先日エオルゼアからの協力要請を退けた。だがその決定を不服としている者が不穏な動きを見せている。彼らはバルデシオン委員会の名のもとに入国したが、実態としては暁の決命だ。他の組織はエオルゼア諸国および東方連合にも影響力を持つ。今回の騒動においても渦中にある組織と言えるだろう。そんな存在が我らがシャーレアンに乗り込み国事を暴かんとしている。これが脅威でなく何であろうか。
バルデシオン委員会の名を利用するだなんてガラフ殿も浮かばれないでしょうに。
おじいちゃんはガラフ・バルデシオンは脅威と向き合い続ける人だった。暁や各地の人々が未知の脅威に挑もうとするなら、たとえこの国が全ての門戸を閉ざしても必ずや手を差し伸べていたでしょう。
今世界には大きな脅威が迫っている。そんな中でエオルゼアがシャーレアンに要請を出したのは、この国を敬いまた志を共にできると考えたからよ。それに対するあなたたちの返答は本当にあれでよかったのかしら。あるいはその是非を問えないほどに古より受け継がれてきた重大な使命は忙しい。
そんなものがあると言ってたのか。
ある議員がね、彼女たちが聞いてきてくれたのよ。
なるほど。だとしたら繋がったかもしれない。俺が禁書庫に行ったのはこれまでの哲学者議会の動きを知るため。つまり祭りごとに関する詳細な記録を見るためだ。疑わずに読めば一貫して争いへの不干渉と知の集積を柱として営まれているように思える。実際昔の俺ならそれで済ませただろう。だが今は少しばかりこの手の話にも明るいからな。おかしな点に気がついたんだ。ある時期から政策の方向性が変わってる。生活のために知識があるんじゃない。知識のために生活が敷かれていくようになったんだ。顕著なのがラビリンソスの変化だ。それまでは巨大な倉庫程度の扱いだったのに、膨大な資金を投じて研究と保管の施設に変えられている。
低地ドラバニアの植民都市についても興味深い記録が残ってたぞ。あの町には各地から留学生が集っていた。それによって得たつながりと資金は随分と書庫や保管員を充実させるために使われたんだな。知識を増やすことがこの国の発展手段だったことは分かってる。だがあそこまで比重を置くのは異常だぞ。そしてそっちに舵が切られるようになったのは俺が読み解いた範囲では270年ほど前からだ。
シャーレアンにとっては低地ドラバニアで本格的に星界観測を始めた時期。あなたたち星界で何かを知ったのね。それが重大な使命の正体ではなくって。
軽々しく口にするな。私たちは確かに我々には使命がある。だがそれを知ってどうする。使命を捨てて戦えとでも言うつもりか。我々は決して武器を取ることを選ばない。戦いではなく使命を全うするために生き残らねばならないのだ。星が滅ぼうとも絶対に。
だったら私たち暁の血盟は戦うわ。世界が滅びを迎えるその日までね。
それだからどうされるんだ。
お父様、いえ、古篠殿。私にはまだあなた方の考えが理解できません。同時にグリダニアであなたからかけられた問いにも答えを得られずにいる。けれど迷いの中にいる私をそれでも誇ってくれた友がいました。故に私は考えながら進み続けます。自分の行い一つ一つの意味を、何を望み何を選ぶのかを。
そこまでじゃ。お主ら、さてはここが左門会の場だと忘れておるな。
モンティシェーヌ様よ。魔法大学の学長でおじい様の友人なの。
弁論を長引かせてしまうのはわしらの治らぬ悪い癖。どれ、本題に戻そうではないか。彼ら暁の血盟は確かにエオルゼア諸国と同様この事態と戦う決意をしているようじゃ。しかし事実として我が国の者を先導してはおらんのじゃろう。加えてわしらの判断が妥当であってもこのところのように強硬な態度で推し進めていけば疑問や反発も生じよう。ほれ、己が身を振り返ってみよ。ダメだ、理由は知らなくていいなどと言われた日には 金書庫の一つや二つ意地でもこじ開けようて。他の者の留飲を下げるためにもここは一つ寛大な措置で収めてはいかがかな。
ああ、静粛に静粛に。モンティシェーニ氏の言うことも一理ある。それを踏まえて彼らの処遇を提案しよう。バルデシオン委員会は当面の間シャーレアン領内での活動を控えること、加えて哲学者議会の決定及び使命についてこれ以上の詮索をしないこと。もし守らなければ協力者たちを強制送還する。この案で決を取るとしよう。賛成の者は挙手を。賛成51、反対48。僅差ではあるが先ほどの案で決定だな。ではバルデシオン委員会の者とその協力者たる暁の決命よ。先の約束を夢夢忘れず過ごすがいい。これをもって本日の緊急査問会は終了とする。
I apologize for the trouble I've caused you. I was pondering the significance of what I had just read as I left the restricted section and knocked over the security mammoth on my way out. I promise to be more vigilant next time. You may encounter some raised eyebrows, but do continue to claim the students as your sponsor whensoever the need arises. I believe in the guiding principles of the Scions, and I know my grandfather would have as well. My father may be right, that I am still groping in the dark for answers, but I needed him to know that I would never stop searching. I owed that much to Ehrenwald, and myself. Thank God for the scholar Montaigne. I absolutely loathe arguing in circles. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city, and our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedoms so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn aught more of substance here in Charlayan. Alice has a look of dissatisfaction. The overall picture has grown clearer, yes, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. Is Father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? Alphinaud! Alice! It is you! When I heard you'd been dragged before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Mother! Emilien's Leveilleur, at your service. And you fine people must be the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches Father that you were here... Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Forchenald are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. Well, you will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go, visit your home. We will be back at the annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure we... Adelynde, what do you think? Adelynde? The Adelynde Eternus. What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. Ah, but we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Adelynde, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. And then she was gone, and with her any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. Aha. I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I am glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Adelynde? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us on our visit home? Fine. If we're going, then let's get it over with, but be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away. Childhood toys. I mean, never mind. The Ledier estate is that way, straight down the stairs. Come on. She's very defensive right now. Stop biting yourself. And there you are at last. Please, do come in. You're a dummy baby.
お帰りなさいませ。
何よ、珍しそうにしちゃって。
Just admiring the craftsmanship.
あ、そういうことね。自分家の飾りなんてあまり気にしたことなかったけど、お眼鏡にかなうものがあったなら嬉しいわ。
みんな、この子たちが来たことは古篠さんには内緒にしておいてね。それから彼が戻ってくる前にあれを渡したいの。急いで準備してもらえるかしら。
承知いたしました。
アルフィナ様、アリゼ様、どうぞ2階の方へ。
では少し行ってくるよ。
Alright, alright. I'll be here.
実はね、あの子たちから時々近況報告の手紙をもらっていたの。親に宛てたものだから全ての出来事を書いてはいないでしょうけれど、それでも最初の頃はすっごく心配だった。だからせめてお金くらいはと思って暁に活動資金を送ったりしていたの。
How much money?
過ぎてみれば杞憂だったわね。あの子たちの手紙どんどん生き生きとしてくるんだもの。悪いこともいいことも嬉しいことも大変なこともきっとみんな輝いて見えてるんじゃないかと思うわ。特にあなたとの出会いは大きかったみたい。あなたの名前が書かれていなかった手紙なんて一つもないんじゃないかしら。
Aw, I'm touched.
どうかこれからもあの子たちを守ってあげてくださいね。それじゃあ一緒に2人を待ちましょうか。お茶もお出しできなくて申し訳ないけれど、よければ待つ間にいろいろお話を聞かせていただける？
Sure, I have plenty of tales.
戻ったわよ。一体何を渡されるのかって思ってたんだけど。お母様、これって。
よかった、ぴったりだわ。あなたのお気に入りはそういう服でよかったかしら？
すごくいい。最高よ。けどアルフィノとお揃いにはしてない？
もちろん。あなたもアルフィノも素敵な大人になろうとしてる。お揃いの服を着ていた頃もとびきり可愛かったけど、今はそれぞれに似合いの服があるものね。ほら、
お母様、ありがとうございます。とても着心地が良くて実用的だ。
気に入ってもらえて嬉しいわ。実はその服と合わせてもう一つ渡したいものがあるの。
アルフィノ様、お背中失礼いたします。
賢者たちが扱う剣具よ。元は古篠さんが使っていたものなの。あの人、今では机にかじりついているけれど、学生の頃はフィールドワークもしたのよ。その剣具で戦いもしたし、自分や仲間の傷を癒したりもした。あなたたちが身を投じているような本格的な戦いではないかもしれないけれど、意見がすれ違っている今だからこそそれを知っておいてほしくて倉庫から引っ張り出してきたの。それにほら、ルベユール家が特注したものなら間違いなく上等品でしょ。 扱いが難しいとは聞いているけれど、たくさんの経験を積んできたあなたならきっと使いこなせるはず。その英知がどうかあなたたちを守りますよ。そしていつかお父様と分かり合ってまた気兼ねなくこの家に帰ってきてね。
はい、必ず。
Be careful what you promise.
さて、私から遅れるのもあとは助言くらいかしら。まず古篠さんは昔から真面目な人だったけど、議員としての活動に心血を注ぐようになったのはあなたたちが生まれてからよ。私も哲学者議会の事情は聞いていないけれど、あの人のことだもの、きっとそこに意味があると思うわ。それからもう一つ、お父様に言葉で勝とうと思わないこと。ミセちゃんがやってしまってから事後報告が一番早いんだから。
So that's how she gets around him.
もうお母様ったら
助言ありがとうございます。では行ってきます。
はい、いってらっしゃい。体には気をつけて、皆さんと仲良くね。
Ooh, be right with you, kids. I see. A vista. Occupying the eastern side of Old Charlayan, the residential district takes its name from the tale of the city's original settlers. History tells that it is upon this hill, alongside a colony of Auks, where the refugees of the Great Flood chose to build their new homes. I think there's actually one up in Mansion 2, so give me just a sec. Maybe not. Might be misremembering. No. Oh, no, I was right. The Labyrinthos estate. This elegant mansion has stood for 3 centuries and is a treasured example of Charlayan's architectural heritage. For generations, it has served as the home of House Labyrinthos, a noble family from which has arisen many distinguished foreign members. And that was that. Only the gods know when we'll be back again. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice, as will these tokens of home that we carry with us, these gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality, let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Don't think for a moment that I'm jealous of Alphinaud's new weapons. They're far more suited to him than me. We left for Eorzea in matching outfits, but our styles, both fashion and fighting, have long since diverged. If anything, I'm proud of the differences between us. I intend to master these sages' armaments, that will mean learning to imbue them with the same ether that I poured into moonstone and obsidian. It is difficult to grasp the essence of such an entity. For me, it will help to think of the Noliths as allies in battle, simply a new form of the energy which went into manifesting my carbuncle companions. For us to feel responsible for the schism of House Levair would be pure hubris. After all, we are merely on the outskirts of what is essentially a family affair. And neither can we claim the indifference of strangers. To hear their mother welcome them so warmly was a joy and a relief. As curious as I am to learn the truth of this duty, I wonder what else the Forum is hiding. A calamitous secret whose origin lies in the ethereal sea. Duplicity aside, however, I do not believe Master Schwarzkopf means us ill. Even the harsh words he had for his children stemmed not from anger, I think, but desperation. You're so small. Enjoyed your time with the Lavairs, I hope? I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope we can help them to reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Adelynde is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once you've scouted out the situation in Thavnair, we'll be well equipped to plot out our next move. And that's about 2 hours. We've wrapped up Labyrinthos. I believe it is time to say farewell for today and end the stream. Until next time.